this is our 13th tutorial in our JavaScript series for Coderisland. In this tutorial we're going to talk about the while loop. The while loop is kind of faster than a for loop, so if you're looking for procedure time consumption, then you're gonna look for a while loop because it's gonna save you more time than a for loop. So we're going to repeat the same example that we did in the 12th tutorial, so you can make a little comparisons. That'll be nice for you to know what's the difference between both. A while loop, to repeat the same example, we're not gonna write it as the for loop in the head part. We're gonna write it in the body part, because if you put it in the head part, then it's gonna go in an endless loop and it's gonna freeze the browser. So we're going to make a variable I equals 0, and then we're going to write a while loop while I is less than or equals to 10. So what are we going to do? We're going to document dot write. The variable is and on the second line we're going to document.write a line break. So we're gonna close the while loop. What do we need now? If you run this the same syntax I wrote it, then the browser is gonna be stuck because you didn't put an iteration for the while loop. So on each iteration, what you're gonna do? I equals I plus 1. So I'm going to run that and see the outcome on the browser. And it's the same result as the result that we got in the prior tutorial. So something else, we're going to make a do while loop, and a do while loop is almost the same as a while loop, but it executes the procedure depending on a precise structure. It takes a variant and then loops always. It executes the code once, and then it will repeat the loop as long as the specified condition is true. So the loop will be executed at least once, even if the condition is false, because the code is executed before the condition is tested. So that can be useful for you in some certain cases. Anyways, we're going to do a small do while loop right here. We're going to change this. So do document.write the number is and document the write and we're going to do I equals I plus 1, and we're going to close this and write our while I is less than 0. So do the following procedure as long as I is less than 0. And if this was a while loop, it would execute only, it won't execute actually, because I is already 0, and if it sees itself as a 0, so it's never gonna get executed. So but because we use the while loop, and my opinion is going to print out at least a line. Let's wait and see what the browser does. The number is 0. See, it printed at least a line. So you're gonna have to look for that in the future if you're ever going to need it. I hope you benefited from this tutorial, and if you got any questions, please make sure to go to our JavaScript forum on Coderisland, and please subscribe to the channel, and thank you.